Okay, county administrators report, we got that 2 seconds ago. Adam, anything special? A lot of this we've already seen.
Okay, yeah, would you like for me to kind of read this off, or?
Quickly.
Just quickly, okay. So for our fire applicants, we received 20 applications for the position. We've scheduled interviews for the top 5 applicants this coming Thursday. All the board members should have calendar invites inside of their Outlook. Our interviewing panel is going to consist of Mike Kelly, who's the executive director of Oklahoma Firefighters Association. We have Jonathan Strayhorn, who is a fire marshal, and Chad Tanner, who is also a fire marshal, and Chief Beagles, who is of the Deer Creek Fire Department. As far as police goes, we've conducted in-person interviews with the finalists for the position of police chief. We're now ready to host an executive session in the future, either in a special meeting or in a future meeting, to discuss the results of those interviews. We're very close to selecting a great candidate for this community. As far as road maintenance goes, we've met with property owners along Chinook Road to discuss concerns regarding the roadway and some drainage issues. We had identified some of these issues previously during our visits to the project site with our engineers. However, it's still important to listen to the community, listen to the concerns, because you might uncover something that you didn't originally see, as those people are from the area. So we're kind of looking into doing a hydrological analysis on that area to identify the natural flow of the water, and then some of the flooding areas historically. Moving forward from that, we've conducted multiple project site visits to Mako, Greenling, Old Hochatown Road, Pinion, and Camp Branch. Again, these roads are being considered for maintenance based upon the total number of residents and STRs that we have along these roadways. We're hopeful to accomplish some sort of maintenance on these roadways before the end of the fiscal year, June 30. As far as private road acquisitions goes, we've received the following easements back from property owners and developers. We've got Sunrise Ridge, Kaneetobi Trails South, Kaneetobi Trails Southwest, Kaneetobi Trails Pine Hills North, Sunrise Ridge East, and Timber Creek Trails South Phase 7. This is a huge step forward, and some of our next steps are for legal to review those easement documents that we've received back. We got to double check everything, make sure it's good to go, and then once we make sure everything's great, we'll move forward with the town getting ready to sign and notarize those documents, and then moving forward from that, we'll file those records with the county. We've been dealing with a dilapidated structure, which is a public safety issue in the community. It's currently tied up in court. There's an entity that provided lumber to the project that filed foreclosure for it to be sold. So right now we're going to send our building code inspectors over there, and then we're going to look into working with the lawyer that's handling the litigation over that court case, and just seeing what we can do to get it cleaned up to our standard, just to kind of address the public safety issue. Moving forward from that, planning and zoning, we had our TSW team here who's helping our planning commission write our zoning regulations and our subdivision regs come and visit on November 19th. They stayed a few days in one of our local cabins, drove through the community, met with P&Z members one-on-one to address some of the projects and some of the zoning regulations that we've developed so far. They've gotten a lot of ideas, and they're going back to their offices now to kind of reassess some of the draft that we have written so far. The town hosted a walkability audit hosted by AARP and Keto here. We've got Oliver and our Southeastern Regional Transportation Organization to assess and report on the safety and walkability of roadways and intersections along our 259 corridor. Had lots of great community engagement there. We had a very big group come out, and we walked up and down the strip, writing and taking all sorts of ideas and notes on what we can do with walk accessibility and accessibility and public safety when it comes to our alternative modes of transportation. Moving forward from that, we have a pretty significant issue right now with Avenue. We have not received our final round of documentation, so they've been withholding some of the data that we've accrued whenever it comes to our licensing and tax remittal data. And Legal's drafted a demand letter right now for the last round of that documentation we were supposed to receive. It's a bit funny because we are still receiving invoices from them. However, we're going to be withholding payment until we receive that last round of documentation, and Liz, our attorney, will be in contact with their legal team. I did just get an update from our wastewater engineering team, Garver. We should be receiving a draft within the next 2 weeks of our discharge permit for the wastewater. And they are continuing the 259 sewer line coordination with ODOT and all their design team. And over the next month or two or so, I would anticipate some sort of workshops to be popped up from Garber. And I've brought Oliver Skimbo here today. He is from Keto to talk briefly about walkability and some grant opportunities for potential bike paths through the community. So it should be just a real quick kind of speech just to kind of inform us about some of our intermodal forms of transportation. Bike and pen.
Hello everyone, my name is Oliver Skimbo. I'm with Keto. We're also partnered with SOTA to form the Southeast Regional Transportation Organization. It is a RTPO, it's the last one in the state, so we're brand new. We got our feet wet, we're about a year into this. We helped coordinate the walkability audit down here, and we're very excited to be helping with the community and being able to do more. One of the goals that we have with this upcoming year is we are going to perform the first long-range transportation plan in Southeast Oklahoma. It's going to encompass 17 counties. We are planning to host 9 in-person meetings across the 17 counties. We would love to be able to host one of those meetings down here to get more input. The walkability was a huge success, like Adam said, with the public engagement. And this kind of goes along with the state. The state has a long-range transportation plan, but it's more focused on policies and procedures. With us being the RTPO, we're going to be focused more on what needs to happen on the ground, whether it's intersections, accidents, you name it. We're hands-on, and we're going to act as the liaisons between the state and the communities to help get the forums between everybody. One of the instances of opportunities we have down here is with the hiking and biking, the off-road activity, and we'd like to explore opportunities for grants, etc., to help facilitate it. Part of our role as the RTPO is we can be grant administrators. We can help provide assistance in writing. We can submit for them, and yeah,
Unlocks access to some federal funding.
yes, a lot of federal funding. Our organization is federally funded, and so we do have the ability to go after those federal funds as well.
Okay.
Can
Thank
you
you.
please repeat the acronym RTPO?
Regional Transportation Organization is the RTPO.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I saw a grant this morning for a hiking, biking trail wheelchair,
Oh,
like a track hoe
oh.
thing. They're $20,000, and I'm like, I bet we could use at least one of those on our trail. So very cool. Okay, thank you, Oliver. Adam.